So speaking of in development, James Gunn has been continuing to drop additional nuggets on DC items in development. And he gave a little tease saying that, hey, 2 of these characters are, quote, not far off out of a list of the following 6 characters that we have yet to see in the James Gunn DCU. That's Doomsday, Dr. Fate, General Zod, Black Adam, Ultraman, along with the Crime Syndicate, and Darkseid. So, Beans, my question to you is, out of those 6 names, which 2 do you think are most likely, or maybe better yet, which 2 would you like to see first and foremost?
Right. So, most likely, let's start there. We have Mr. Miracle coming out
Yep.
soon, right?
Yep.
So, Darkseid's kind of a layup here.
Yep.
I think if you're going to have Fate, I think Fate and Black Adam have been tied together thanks to the Black Adam
Pretty
movie.
often. Yep.
So maybe they just come together. I think the most obvious, because when does Mr. Miracle come out? Like next year?
Yeah, they still haven't released the official, or they haven't given an official release date. They're still in the firming up the cast process. So, I mean,
we're
in the middle
a
of
little
2020. Yeah, so middle of 2027, given that it's an animated series, is like a year from now be, I think, the earliest date that you could see that roll out. I mean, it's just not going to be a quick process. So I would, as of today, say, hey, August of 2027 would be a realistic, here's when you could expect to see it.
So I'd say Zod and Doomsday probably are your most likely in that aspect, just because of how far along we are in the Superman ethos with 2 Superman movies, the second one on the way, Brainiac we're getting, and you have Supergirl coming out next month. I think the most obvious candidates there are going to be Zod and Doomsday.
Yep.
Personal choice, Dr. Fate would be fantastic to just have around.
Right.
Like, that's, to me, would be my number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I am sick of Zod.
Mm-hmm.
I am...
Yep.
Doomsday,
We've had a lot of Zod. Had a lot.
Doomsday needs to be later down the line,
Same.
and at this
Just
point,
gonna say the same thing.
I don't want him to kill Superman. Yeah. I just don't. We're not ready for that. And
he's got to be able to do more than just kill Superman, because at this point, it's been done on the big screen. It's already, like, we know it's been done in comics, and so at this point, if you insert Doomsday into a movie, it's already spoiled. Like, oh, so he's just gonna kill Superman? Like, you have to do something different. You can't just do what's already been done. And the tricky thing is, though, Doomsday is just this blunt force object, so I don't really know what else there is for him to do.
And we kind of got that already with the Bizarro, the future Bizarro Superman.
Correct.
That was labeled Ultraman. So I'm leaning Dr. Fate. I wouldn't mind Black Adam being around again, but again, I don't want it to be Dwayne. I don't want that to be The Rock.
Nope.
And I don't see where you squeeze him in here. The Crime Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Great.
Not ready for him.
Correct.
Way down. Like, this is Justice League 2.
There you go. Yep.
Of a movie where they come in and Justice League goes down, and then you have Luthor and the villains come in and clean the house, because that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great thing for Lex Luthor to do.
Correct.
So, me personally, I'm just going to say Dr. Fate. I don't think I have a number 2, because again, it's like, when you
but you're absolutely right. One of them's definitely Darkseid, because of what you already said with Mr. Miracle and what James Gunn and then Tom King, the author who wrote the Mr. Miracle miniseries that was so well received several years ago, has said that this version of Darkseid that they're going to present in the animated series is the canon Darkseid of this universe. Yeah. So if that's the case, Darkseid's one. So it's really just a matter of picking, okay, who's the number 2?
Yeah. And I look at, like, out of that list, a good majority of that we've already seen. Yeah. And I know we've seen Dr. Fate. Yeah. But Dr. Fate stole the show in the Black Adam movie. He did Pierce Brosnan. By the way,
best
what
character.
A cool pull for that whole thing. So,
and what a sad waste. Like,
yeah.
Like, he was phenomenal. It's like, that's going to be it for him? Come on.
I just want to see DC tap into their well of characters. Yep. Like, I don't even want Doomsday and Zod. I would love Metallo, for example, would be a great guy to throw in there against Superman. Again, still have Lex involved some way, shape, or form, and just have him be the guy behind it.
Right.
Give us an actual Bizarro. Bring him back in, because we haven't really had that on the screen. If you're gonna introduce Zod, throw him in Supergirl. Like, that's fine. It might actually mean more to her than it would Cal, because she knows who he is.
Yeah.
And again, not something I'm really like being like, do it. That's what it needs to be.
Yeah.
So I just want him to widen the sandbox, because
totally.
DC's sandbox,
because there's so many options, like valid, legitimate, entertaining options.
So big, and they do such a bad job of going back to the same spots, where it's like there is a beautiful oasis over that way and that way and behind you, and you choose to go through the tiny well every time. I don't understand.
It's like someone who gets stuck on one particular kind of frozen pizza, and they're like, listen, this is the best pizza you're ever going to have. You're like, yeah, I mean, it's pizza, it's good, but it's just frozen pizza. Like, there's other great options out there. It's like, wow, there are, but this is pretty easy. I pop it in. It just takes 15 minutes. I'm good. I'm really content. It's tasty enough. Sure. But come on, there's stuffed crust. There's Chicago style. There's a lot of great choices out there. Like, have you tried Papa Murphy's? Like, come on, there's so many. Anyway, totally agree with that. And I think that's something that James Gunn is like just naturally gravitates towards, right? Is, hey, let's do something different. The irony, of course, is that he's done Superman now with Lex Luthor. However, I think it's telling that in that Superman movie, right, we had such a wide range already of characters in that movie that never even were hinted at in the previous iteration of the DCU, right? Whether it be Guy Gardner, Metamorpho, Hot Girl, right? Who am I forgetting?
Mr.
Terrific. Yeah, was outstanding. So, and James Gunn is just, by his nature, a big cast of characters kind of guy, right? Like, I've yet to see a movie that man has been a part of in the superhero genre at the very least, where it's it's just this one. It's a team. It's a family-oriented affair. Peacemaker, like the number of random characters that he drew out of that show. Again, it's not just there for for better or for worse. It's not just about Peacemaker's character. It's about all these other characters around him and in his sphere. So, again, we know Darkseid's one. I agree with you. I think Dr. Fate is the more likely and hopefully the actual option. The tricky thing with Zod is he's been done so frequently, and he was actually done pretty well. Like in the Man of Steel movie, and okay, I'm going to have to duck after I say this, but they actually kind of used him pretty well in the Flash movie. Not a good movie. Not saying that was a good movie, but when they inserted him in it, it's like, all right, yep, sure, that works. He didn't have a lot to do. I'm not saying he had a lot to do. I'm just saying more from a recency of usage, we've seen quite a bit of Zod.
The Flash made him a powerhouse, and that's what he needs to be.
Yep.
So,
Black Adam, I think you do want to get that character. Yeah, he's great to have in there. I think a little more time is just fine. And it's not just because of Black Adam, but if you're going to insert Black Adam, okay, Captain Marvel, DC's Captain Marvel, or now rebranded as Shazam, he's got to be there too. You can't.
And what are we doing with him?
And correct. And I'd be surprised if that's been fleshed out and fully baked yet. So kind of going process of elimination here. As you already said, they teased the Ultraman piece in the first Superman movie. So you're not really going to introduce another character that's called Ultraman.
Not this quickly.
Later, of course, with the Crime Syndicate, it'll be a blast. But that's movies down the road where you've got your entire Justice League established. And we're a ways away from there yet. And again, Doomsday, blunt object. I just don't think there's much worthwhile to do there. So for me, I'm right there with you. It's Darkseid, it's Dr. Fate, and it allows DC to continue to expand on the universe building that they teased a little bit in Superman. They're going to spend time, obviously, in galaxies in the Supergirl movie, but you get the force that is Darkseid, all that comes with it, and then you have the magic element that gets introduced with Dr. Fate. That's one of the things that the DC Comics have done an outstanding job of in the last decade and change, is really lean into the magical realm. That's been an outstanding element of their comics of late. So Dr. Fate gives you that in, and I think you want that in sooner rather than later. Gives you even more variety. And as you said, play in the big sandbox. It's huge. Go play in it. Don't just stay in the one little corner, please.
Agreed.
Yeah, no question.